Oh yeah, it is Monday, August 18th. Welcome to Community News. Welcome to Small Town Network. As you can see, I'm flying solo today, so we'll get right at it. Again, we're a weekly program bringing you local information, news, events. We've got our featured Roane County Animal Shelter animals, also a student report from Rockwood High School. A lot going on. And some brand new business shout outs. I wanted to start with these. So please welcome the Gallagher Suite Serene, and this is at 2305 North Gateway Avenue, Suite 7 in Rockwood. Their bookings will start September 1st, and you can book now, I believe, on their website or give them a call, but the bookings won't start till September 1st. And it's a haven of wellness and pure relaxation for the mind, body, and soul. And just got some images from them, and I want to read kind of what they're all about. It says that the Gallagher Suite Serene is committed to facilitating a profound state of relaxation and well-being for their clients. They provide distinctive sessions aimed at alleviating stress while promoting physical and mental rejuvenation. They have a diverse range of services designed to support emotional, physical, and mental wellness through a holistic approach tailored to individual needs. They prioritize to have a tranquil and nurturing environment, enabling clients to thrive and realize their wellness aspirations. They're offering they integrate human enhancements technologies, including relaxation, vibroacoustic sound technologies, and leg compressions. And their future enhancements will feature PEMF sessions, infrared light sessions, and more. So check them out. Here is their hours of operation. So very awesome. Welcome them to the program. Again, mind, body, and soul. It's important to keep all of those things healthy. So welcome Gallagher Suite Serene to the program. We appreciate them. Got another one I'd like to welcome, and she contacted me, said, hey, this is my business name. I would love to get on the program. And then that was the last I heard from her. She probably got busy. But I went and put this together, so I apologize. She can send me some new stuff if she'd like to change it. But Ma and Pa's Kettle, 544 East Tri-County Boulevard in Oliver Springs. There's their phone number. There's their hours of operations. And here's the good stuff. Good old home cooking, man. It looks good. They've got specials, all kinds of daily specials. They have Sunday specials. So check them out. Tell them you heard about it here on Small Town Network, and I'll try to expand on those photos for you as well as those become available to me. But welcome Ma and Pa's Kettle in Oliver Springs. Check them out and tell them that you heard about it here on Community News. All right. Things to do is our first segment, and we are full of them, and it's brought to you by Evans Financial, Mr. John Evans, 103 South Front Street, right here in downtown Rockwood. That's right across, and if you were standing in the park looking at John's building, that's exactly what it looks like. So go over there if you got a statement that you're not sure of, or you've got some investment questions, even some insurance questions. Hey, call up John, come have a cup of coffee with him downtown, and say hello. So hey, all right, kicking it off. First of all, this one goes from July all the way to September 14th. So you got plenty of time to catch this one. It's 9 to 5 the musical. It's Cumberland County Playhouse, 221 Tennessee Avenue in Crossville. Don't forget they have Central Times out there. But check that one. That's going to be awesome. This is going on today at Roane State College 7th Annual Golf Tournament. Again, August 18th. You might be able to still get signed up for that. I'm not sure. I know that that's today, so hopefully you can get in there. Tomorrow, Tuesday, there's a free car seat check in Regions parking lot in Midtown, 2018 Roane State Highway, 6:30 to 8:30 p.m., so that is awesome. They be jamming, as always, every Tuesday at the Bradbury Community Club, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m., $2 admission. There's snacks and foods available for purchase. You can go to play, go to watch. Just a lot to do. This is cool. This is the Crossville's Palace Theater's August events, and this week We have Tuesday, the movie matinee, The Wild Robot at 2 p.m. And Saturday, Shake, Rattle, and Roll, tribute to 50s and 60s at 7 p.m. And we'll be telling you more about that in just a minute. Lake Tansy's Summer Music Series is still going on. And the 19th is the Beacho Brothers. So check that out at 6 p.m. this Tuesday. And then also on the 19th, which is Tuesday as well, Harriman's Public Library has their Book and Craft Club at 5:30 p.m. So check that out. On the 20th, which is Wednesday, it's story time at the Kingston Public Library. That's every Wednesday, 10:30 to noon. That's 1004 Bradford Way in Kingston. So that is free. Check that out. And some of these are wrapping up. So check with these before you go, because most of these, this is like their last week. But Fairfield Glades Farmers Market is every Wednesday, 9:30 a.m. to 12:30. Don't forget that is Central Time as well. They be worshiping just down the street. Our good friends at the First Presbyterian Church. That's at 429 West Rockwood Street in Rockwood. They have all kinds of events. Sunday, 10 a.m. Sunday school, 11 a.m. worship service. Wednesday, the 7 o'clock adult Bible study. Women's Association is the second Thursdays at 6:30, and the Love Kitchen meal the second and fourth Saturdays. And here's a big one. Thursday, August 21st, the Goodwill Golf Tournament with special guest Coach Tony Vitello. Met him. He's an awesome guy. But that's a good one. Great proceeds go to the Goodwill Industries, job training and employment opportunities for people. So that's a good program there. Shotgun starts at 1 o'clock. You can check in at lunch at 11:30. Also on Thursday, story time at Rockwood's Public Library, 10:30 a.m. Again, right on Front Street. Check that out. And don't forget about our friends at Roane County Paws. They ask for you to remember them on Fridays. If you can donate $5, that goes a long way. You can scan that URL code or check them out on Facebook. And here is an awesome one on Friday. This is Turn to Stone, a tribute to Electric Light Orchestra. That's 7 p.m. at the Princess Theater in Harriman. So go check that out. That is going to be awesome. And live music at the Grove. This is Fairfield Glade. On this Friday, it will be Dennis Long at 6 p.m. on the main stage. And then also on Friday, this is awesome. This is Spring City Summer Nights. It's at Nature Park, 549 Front Street in Spring City, 6 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. And this is the last one, so it's wrapping up. It's a free family movie. Food trucks and vendors are there, so check that out. Friday and Saturday is the second annual Roane County FCA Golf Tournament. 7 a.m. registration, 8 a.m. tee time. Foursome entry fee is $400, $100 per person, and basically you can choose which day you play, either on Friday or Saturday. You can call up the numbers on that form there and get more information. Also on Friday and Saturday, the community yard sale. Rockwood's Masonic Lodge has their community yard sale 8 to 2. That's at 205 South Chamberlain, so check that out. This is going on through October 5th, so you got some time, but it starts this Friday, and it's called The Cottage, a comedy behind closed doors at the Cumberland County Playhouse, 221 Tennessee Ave in Crossville. Call that number to check that out. And then this is cool, going on Saturday. They're having the public opening to the William Wilcox Jr. K-25 Interpretive Center. That's 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. at 652 in Richard Street in Oak Ridge. It's $10 tickets, but that gets you into the new Interpretive Center and the Atomic History Center, which is awesome. A lot to see there. A lot of history right there in Oak Ridge, so check that out. Also on Saturday, Ride the Mountain Charity Run. Registration at 9 a.m. Last rider out at 11. Last hand by 2 p.m. These proceeds benefit the Roane County Animal Shelter and Boy Scout Troop 101. And that starts at the Smokehouse Bar and Grill, 708 Ray Street in Kingston. So that's awesome. This one is on the 23rd, the Spring City Farmers Market on Saturday, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Check that out. And again, some of these will start wrapping up for the fall, but Sisters Tailgate Party, again, right before the game, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Get your UT party stuff. They're going to have clothing, all kinds of vendors, UT merchandise, so check that out. It's 10 a.m. to 4, again, 815 South Gateway in Rockwood, so check that out. Another Oak Ridge Farmers Market, 8 to 12. That's also on Saturday. Harriman's got their Riverfront Farmers Market, that's 8 to 11 also down in Harriman. And this is one we kind of talked about before, going on at the Palace Theater in Crossville. The Shake, Rattle, and Roll 50s and 60s Tribute. That's at 7 p.m. Call that number to get information on that. Also on Saturday, the FACS Downtown Craft Fair, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. So that's 65 West 5th Street in Crossville. Don't forget that is Central Time. There are spaces available. You see the prices right there. Watermelon Festival going on that's Saturday and Sunday at the McDonald Farm. That's 16705 Coulterville Road in Sale Creek. Check out that. That's a good time. John's always talking about that one. Says it's awesome, so you don't want to miss that one. Sunday, the Sunday Market at Jackson Square in Oak Ridge, 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Don't miss that. Tons going on. The Cumberland County Fair is in town. That's the actual fair goes August 18th through 23rd, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. And you can call that number for more. And then this is cool, going on all week. Things to do, Much Ado About Murder. That's at the Tennessee Valley Theater, 184 West Jackson Avenue in Spring City. Check that out, and that is awesome. All right, that wraps up things to do for this week. But now we head into one of my favorite segments, which is where we get to feature animals from the Roane County Animal Shelter, brought to you by Freedom Storage. Hey, call them out. They got indoor, outdoor storage. You can store your boat, you can store your stuff, you name it, they got it. But hey, go out to the Roane County Animal Shelter and see our friends and tell them you heard about it here. But here's some animals this week: Amanda and Waldo, cuties. Then Laurel and Lilo, cuties again. And Sam and Sheba. Sam's happy. Both of those are beautiful dogs. We've got Violet and Hope, cuties again. Both of those want to go home. All of them want to go home with you. Lulu and Petunia. Petunia's cute. Man, these are all cute dogs. Go up there, give one of these dogs a new home. They will love you forever. No pet loves you like a pet that you get from the pound. Leo and Roxy. And wrapping it up with little Lucy, cutie. And don't forget, this week on Saturday is the Ride the Mountain Charity Run, and we talked about it before, but that is awesome, and that benefits, again, the Roane County Animal Shelter. So check that out. And hey, don't forget, it's still hot, man. It is so hot. It feels like 100 degrees out there most of the time. But be sure to remember your critters, especially when they're out walking out there on the pavement. Hey, and you can donate to help out our friends at Roane County Animal Shelter. They can take those pans. You can mail those right from Amazon. Non-clumping litter. Paper towels are huge. And then dry cat food or dog food. Tell them you heard about it here on Community News. And go see them. And they've got cheap adoption fees, as you saw. But hey, just go down there. And I'm telling you, the money that they spend to take care of all these animals is way more than what they get from the adoption. So try to go help them out if you can. All right, school news brought to you by Robbins Boat Repairs. Don't forget, get your boat cleaned up, paint, buffing, detail, you name it, they do it. You can join their group on Facebook. They're out there at 205 South Chamberlain Avenue, and you can join the group on Facebook, and they accept everybody, they say. So check them out and get your boat cleaned up. Now, as you can see, there is last year's Mrs. Clements journalism class. I'll have to get a picture with this year's. But they bring us a report, and they actually do this for a grade. They don't just do this for fun. This is a part of their journalism class, and these kids are awesome. So we really appreciate them being on the program. So please welcome to the program this week's report from Rockwood High School, brought to you by Rayleigh Jones and Evan Miles.
Hello, my name is Rayleigh Jones.
And my name is Evan Miles.
And we're bringing you this week's news from Rockwood High School. First, our girls golf team defeated Harriman and Wartburg.
Football and cheer took team photos on Monday of this week.
Students have also gotten the opportunity to sign up to run for class office.
Yesterday we had a very successful open house.
This Saturday we have a very special event called Teen Board, where two of our very own Rockwood girls get presented. Those girls are Kiara Bowers and myself.
For next week, our girls soccer team has their first game on Tuesday against Harriman at 6:30.
Friday, our football team has their first game as well at Oneida at 7:30. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Small Town Network.
Great job, Riley Jones and Evan Miles. Appreciate them. And again, if you're watching the program, comment in and tell them they did a great job. We appreciate them. And they always do a great job, so we appreciate that. Sports is starting in high school, and we're going to have sports updates and stuff coming for you this year. So stick around for that. Also, if you're looking for a gig, don't forget they now have STEM status there at Rockwood High School, and they're looking for a welding teacher. So if you're interested in that, give them a call. Also, don't forget, new policy, no cell, bell to bell, which is awesome. And then don't forget, Rockwood High School has their own Tiger Talk podcast on Spotify. You can scan that QRL code, and I believe they'll have new episodes starting for this year any minute. All right, other interests. This is things to do in the upcoming weeks. Not this week, but believe it or not, we have our first entry for a trunk or treat. And I'll let you stick around to see who it was. But don't forget, check out the Potato Hut right here across the street from Wilk Production Studios. And I have heard they're awesome. Haven't been able to go there. Going to try to go down there this week and get something to eat. It is awesome. And now they have indoor seating, but it is so good. Go hungry is all I hear. But they've got all kinds of different varieties, and it's not just potatoes. They got other stuff. Taco Tater Tuesdays. They got salads. But check them out. Tell them you heard about it here on Community News on Small Town Network. Also, go out and check out Sleeveless Mows. If you're tired of being out there in the heat and taking care of your yard, hey, let these people, they do tree removal, mulching, lawn care, pruning, hedging, you name it. And then when you're done cleaning up the outside, call up Made Happy. They're a cleaning service, and they do residential cleanings, deep cleanings, commercial cleanings, rental cleanings. They'll give you free estimates. Look them up on Facebook or call that number. And then also, coming up on the 27th, the Preserve will have their Oak Ridge Farmers Market. That'll be the fourth Wednesday of the month. And then this is cool, coming up on the 29th, Gypsy Moon Music and the Old Smoky Moonshine tasting at Rockwood Marina and RV Resort. So check that out. Also on the 29th, Bash a Car for 21 years or older at 7 p.m., 2815 Roan State Highway. So check that out. August 30th, 110 in the Shade at Kofer's Garage, 7 p.m. So you don't want to miss that one. And then here it is. This is kind of your pre-Labor Day party. This is smart. August 31st, Rockin' the Ramp, 2 p.m. at Tom Fuller Park. Fireworks will be at dark. That is awesome. And then on actual, don't forget, this is a part of it, Rockin' the Ramp. Sweet Cheeks will be there with their Sweet Cheeks fix, and that looks amazing. And then the next day, on Labor Day itself, September 1st, you can go to the Hooray for Harriman Labor Day Street Festival, which has a cobbler contest, all kinds of stuff, foam pit, pony rides, carousel, you name it. It'll be there. Largest kid zone ever, so you don't want to miss that. Also, there's a car show going on, so much to see. And you don't have to miss out on the Rockwood one. You can go to that one and then go on Labor Day to the Hooray for Harriman Festival. Then on the 6th, Wings on Display, World War II Airport Day at Mark Anton Airport in Dayton, so don't miss that. Also on September 6th, very important, South Roan Volunteer Fire Department has their breakfast fundraiser at the Crow's Nest Restaurant, 8 to 11, and that's a good cause, helps them out immensely, so please go check that out. Also on the 6th, the 2025 Bass Tournament fundraiser at Tom Fuller Park, and you can call that number to get more information. Don't forget, Free Kayak Day is another one coming up September 6th in Kingston Parks and Rec, 10 to 3 at 303 West Ray Street. And check that out. That's in Kingston. And then also coming up in September, the Farmers Market at the Preserve, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. That's every other Saturday. And then on September 11th, Taste of Crossville on Thursday. That's 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. on Main Street. That's going to be awesome. This is a reschedule. It was cruising into summer. Now they're cruising into fall. September 13th, 11 a.m. to 4. You meet at Kingston for that one. Call that number for more information. And again, we'll have more info on these because these are going to be coming up as the weeks progress, so we'll tell you more about it. September 13th is a Rat on the Run on the Mountain. Wow. Cumberland County Fairgrounds. Go check that out. And this is cool. This is the entire event schedule for Dayton. September 20th is the next one where they have farm to table, but there, if you're planning way ahead, look at Christmas at the Courthouse. This is cool. September 26th and 27th, the Atomic Fall Festival at AK Bissell Park. That's at 7 p.m., so you don't want to miss out on that. and tickets are only $10. This is another cool one. The Upper Cumberland Apple Festival is coming up, and that one is at the Crossville Fairgrounds, so don't miss out on that. That is going to be awesome as well. We always talk about these Touch a Truck events. The next one's at Riverfront Park in Harriman on the 27th, and then October 11th is the Rocktoberfest. That is 2 to 10 p.m. at the Rockwood Marina and RV Resort. That's going to be awesome as well. And Fall Fest at the Fort, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Fort Southwest Point. That is going to be awesome. They're accepting applications starting on 8/6. So they're already started to accept those applications. Check it out if you want. And there it is. Of course, the city of Harriman is the first one to announce the Trunk or Treat, October 28th, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. And of course, Harriman is the one to do that. But we're all the way through to Halloween. Can you believe it? Hey, if you've got an event, no event is too big or too small, you can send your information to smalltownnetworklive@gmail.com, or you can message us on Facebook. That's probably the easiest way. And hey, don't forget, like us on all the other platforms. Instagram, X, YouTube is a great one because you can watch everything on your TV. And you can watch it in HD, which is very awesome. So like and follow, share us on Facebook, but do check us out on Instagram, X, all that. And hey, no event is too big or too small, and if you want to get your business featured, you can get a business shout out. Just send us the information. We would love to get that on the program. You hear the music in the background. That's my Ukrainian friends, Uzori. They're still fighting for the lives out there in Ukraine. Good friends of mine. Our thoughts and prayers go out to them, and we thank them for their music. I love it. It gives me good memories of them, and it's upbeat and fun. So check that out. But hey, another week in the books. If you've got an event, send it to us. No event's too big. Yard sales, church programs, you name it. Send it to us. If you want to get your school involved in the student news program, we would do that as well. But hey, from all of us here at Small Town Network, even just me today, have a great week. See you next week. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. But have a great week, everybody. We'll see you next week.